Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Malcolm. This is the Black Dot. We're here with you in the building, in the flesh.
In the flesh. 1 2 1 2. Yes, yes, y'all, and you don't stop until the beat. Yeah. That's how dudes in the 80s rap. Ha 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 ha. And you don't stop. On and on and on and on. Like the hot butter on. Say what? The popcorn. Did you get that?
I guess. We're here.
Popcorn.
Welcome to the podcast. I'm sorry.
And you don't stop. But come on.
I be wanting to stop him on these tangents,
Dude,
guys. I'm sorry.
It's 50 years of hip-hop. Show respect. Okay? It's 50 years. You show respect.
I don't think it's about showing respect. I just
show
think you wanted to
respect
hear
to
your
Nelly
voices
Mel.
now. That's what I think.
No, I got rhymes. I got bars.
And you said somebody else's stuff. You just wanted to say that.
I got bars. Shout out to my man RJ Payne. Did you hear Thanos?
That was tough, yes.
Yo, this kid
Yes,
RJ
nice.
Payne has reinvented himself. He was a battle rapper back in the days. And now he's coming for everybody's neck. And he's not stopping. I like what I'm seeing. He's the reason I fell in love with hip hop. And what I mean by that is you weren't trying to get a record deal to put out a hit record, to make people dance. When I was MCing in my prime, it was just to show that I was better than you at putting words together, clever. And he has brought that back. We understand hip hop has evolved to so many different facets, but to bring it back in the 50th year of why most MCs fell in love, I think it's dope. So shout out to RJ Payne. He's got that joint Thanos.
Dope. So hope everybody had a good weekend. How was your weekend?
Weekend was good, always good. Just beginning to get things ready for the rush that we got coming through in February, and we try to be as prepared as possible with that, and bring you guys some new drip.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Some new drips, some new concepts.
He's talking about the 28 for 28 for the people, for the uninitiated.
Yeah, the 28 for 28.
For the uninitiated.
You know?
Thank you. I had a good weekend. Thanks for asking.
Oh yeah, how was your weekend?
It was cool.
All right.
No,
yeah.
seriously, it was cool. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I was watching football.
Yeah, all my picks were wrong.
Yeah, I think I was 1 for 3.
If I'd have bet on the picks that you
This
said,
week,
I'd
yeah.
have lost.
Yeah.
Then I had to come see you. I know you live.
Yeah, you would have definitely lost.
I'd have lost.
I think I picked Kansas City. It's the only team I got right. I didn't get I picked the Giants. Don't ask why. I only picked the Giants because
You wanted to believe. I wanted to believe too.
I just thought, and I'm not a Giants fan.
Me neither. Yeah.
I just thought Hurts wasn't fully healthy.
He was still hurt.
So I said if they're gonna jump on him, and a lot of times that wild card game gives you a little bit momentum. So I thought they might have caught the Eagles sleeping.
Got you.
No, Eagles were fully ready
Yeah.
and handed them the business.
Yeah.
I picked the Bills
I did too.
to because of the whole Darman,
I did too.
whatever his name is.
Yeah, it's like it's just like the Illuminati masses are not listening to the script. They just going.
Or they're writing their own script.
They just go, no. The better team is going to win, and I'm looking for a storyline, a narrative, and it's not happening. Like, where we going with this?
Yeah. And then I also picked the Cowboys, which I know the 49ers were a better team, but the Cowboys have to be the absolute worst franchise in history of sports.
They've been letting you down.
Richmond, Virginia in the building. Happy to catch you live, celebrating 44 years on the earth.
And 18 years
marriage. Ooh. So you got married young. God damn, you was like 24. You sure that was the right decision? I guess it was. 18 years marriage. That means you've been through some ups, some downs, some this, some that. 44 is a good year. Congrats to you.
What's up, Leslie?
What up, Leslie? We know you got 2-year anniversary coming. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pop a bottle for you or something. You know?
I was gonna say something.
Queen
else.
B, what's up, Queen?
I think the Chiefs are just gonna win it, man. I don't.
No, now your man Mahomes is hurt.
Oh, is he?
He had a fractured ankle. He couldn't run in the second half of the game.
Snap.
He was hobbling around, which makes him one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Which means that them Bengals.
Man, is Burrow's gonna win this?
It could be Burrow's time. Blacked out all these geometric numerology loss. Yeah.
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 I'd have lost money.
Yeah, that was bad. So now we got the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Hey,
I didn't even know they was.
We got the Bengals, so those are the Cats. You know what I'm saying? Bengals.
Somebody said Bengals 49ers like in 1989.
Yep. That's the 49. And the thing about it is that's when Joe Montana got the name Joe Smooth because he was in the sideline, looked over and saw John Candy.
Okay.
He was in the huddle. They was on that final drive. He said, hey, is that John Candy? Anyway, guys, and all the guys just relaxed, and he led that winning drive. So the new Joe is Joe Burrow. So that could be the narrative. Now, I thought it was going to be the Cowboys and Bills because that would have been the 30-year anniversary of that. So we could get the 49ers, Bengals. That could happen.
Oh, okay.
Eagles fans like my man Aaron Kamadi is not trying to hear that.
Yeah.
And, y'all better stop before he light this chat up.
Yeah, Lefty too.
Lefty's not trying to hear that.
Yeah, that's funny.
And I can't blame you. Eagles looking good. You know what I'm saying? So we got the city of brotherly love, the eagle, the American flag. You got the 49ers, 4-9 is 13. That's a sacred number. You got the Chiefs dealing with the land.
Hold up. Prince Podcast, he said, so the NFL is forgiven after what?
No, hell no.
I mean, I don't.
Forgiven for what? I'm just saying the narrative in which we thought it was going to be was not what it was. Jerry's comma is heavy on the Cowboys. Cowboys heavy, absolutely.
All right, this is not Eli's show.
Okay, just saying.
It's not Eli's show. If you want sports takes, hot sports takes, tune in to Disabled is Abled podcast.
Okay, you ain't have to get all like that about it. We was having a moment.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
Let's do a roll call.
Roll call. I saw Philly in the building. Okay. I saw Cincinnati in the building. Dallas checking in.
Okay, Dallas is checking in. Sorry about that, Dallas.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Cleveland checking in. Shouts out to y'all. Houston checking in.
Okay.
Who else? UK checking in.
All right, Naptown is in the building.
Naptown is always in the building. Shouts out to y'all. B-More's in the building.
B-More in the building.
Sumter, South Carolina's in the building. Auburn in the building.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for joining us. But let's Tampa in the building. Let's get to some stuff.
All right,
there's stuff happening all over. Sports. We just talked about sports. Politics is going crazy right now. But let's talk about these ATL riots that are happening that are being blamed on Black Lives Matter.
But they're Antifa.
They're actually Antifa
driven riots.
Right? So this is as a result, this protest was happening for the cop city that they're proposing to build in Atlanta. It's $90 million, like 80-something acres of land. It's like a whole makeshift town, but it's there to train police officers.
On how to kill niggas.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, basically. So that's happening, and it's been a whole whole protest riot. Somebody got shot.
Yes, I heard an activist.
Yes.
Shot and killed.
Fatally shot and killed, like fatally shot. And they've been releasing pictures and the identities of a lot of people who were arrested. A lot of these white dudes have like millionaire parents, or one of the dudes that was arrested, his mom is an actual incoming Democrat, is actual Democrat on the Congress.
Okay.
Who got arrested in that Antifa stuff as well.
Got you.
And I at the top of this, I started off by saying they kind of blaming it on Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. They're saying it's a Now, I'm not a Black Lives Matter fan. Y'all know that.
But right is right and wrong is wrong.
Exactly. Okay. Exactly.
So,
and what I mean by that, I'm talking about the LLC, not the actual movement on the ground.
The spirit of the people who believe that Black lives do matter. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the LLC, the organization that reaps all the financial benefits, but don't really get out here and care about what's going on with the people.
Yes.
I shouldn't have to say that.
You got to.
But I have to say it.
You got to, because it sounds weird. I don't like Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. So that's not what we mean. And, so it is what it is.
What did you think about the protest? Like, have you?
It came and went. It was a little quiet. Yeah. I didn't know nothing about it until somebody brought it to my attention, and then I looked and scanned the crowd and I saw all these white people.
Yes, exactly.
And then I was really confused because I'm like, what are they fighting for?
Exactly.
And they're fighting to stop a police state. Now, listen, this police state, which we all should be fighting, because now they got the robotic dogs that they're starting to unleash.
Yeah, I've not seen one of those things.
I've seen one.
Listen, you seen one in person?
No, not in person.
Okay, so I saw. This is last year. There is a YouTube channel. I forget the name of it. Everybody on that YouTube channel, they're all graphic. They're all like they're CGI experts, right? Okay. So they do CGI for movies. Each one of them have done that. They created these dogs, these robotic dogs, these robot. You saw the people, the robot with the gun.
Yeah.
All that CGI. Gotcha. Now, when I see these videos, I'm not sure if somebody's just doing a good editing job.
Great,
because I don't know anybody who's seen them in person. I just see people sharing them on Twitter and Instagram, and then I saw one where it was like 3 in the street, and then people were just walking around them like they actually weren't there. So I'm having a hard time.
Okay, what I'm not having a hard time is with this. They did send that drone in there to kill that dude from Dallas, the dude who shot those 5 police officers.
Yes,
and he was barricaded in some library in Dallas.
Yes.
They did send a robot in a car, like a truck, and blew his ass up.
Yes.
So we do know the technology
for sure. Yeah, that's
there. Now, again, like you said, the very reason that you're questioning that
is
what they want you to do.
Yes.
So because now we're questioning reality in every sense of the word. There are people now debunking these UFO videos, and they're doing a good job at it. Some of them you go, wow. If I had just at face value looked at that did look like a UFO.
Yes. Did you see the 2 AI robots talking to each other?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, bro.
So now we got conversations.
They looked like human beings. And they were talking to each other. It was terrifying. Now, I want people got to go watch that. The way the mouth was moving, I feel like you can tell by the mouth a little bit. Watch one of Biden's, and this is my tinfoil hat on.
Okay.
Watch one of Biden's like press conferences. The mouth, it looks off just like that.
Okay. I can believe that because remember, we have seen them green screen a president before. Like the president ain't really there, or we've seen the Pope not really there. So
Obama with the Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club wasn't really there.
Yeah.
So what we're seeing is these lines are being blurred, and they're being blurred so well now that you have to question everything.
Yeah.
I'm only saying that because when the Epstein files and tapes do come out. Side note: did you know Fiesta was taped on Epstein's island?
Yeah, blew my mind. We're going everywhere. This show has no format. We're just talking. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Anywho.
Yeah.
So now the lines are being blurred so much that you question things. You don't know when. You got to go intuitive. It's got to be an intuitive thing for you to truly understand what you're seeing and what you believe in, because this is going to be by design.
Yo, no, it stirs up confusion, like
Yes.
always. I was just talking to my pops earlier, and I said, like, one of my goals that I'm just trying to kind of like hone down on is to like limit the amount of content that I consume. And I say that because too many conflicting ideas or too much content, I think it clouds your judgment, it clouds your mind because there's just too much happening. You get what I'm saying? Like, we were talking about the Damar Hamlin thing at pre-show. I'm just like, I don't know what conspiracy we going with.
Which way to go with that? Yeah.
What side are we on, y'all? Are we on the side that he died? Or are we on the side that they all made this up because the ambulance didn't look real? Like, what?
Yeah.
Where are we going with this?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just like a byproduct of just it being so much information out here. Now, I'm a huge advocate of when we get information, try to get all sides of it, right?
Yes,
Try to so you can have a more balanced perspective. But it's just like we're overloaded, bro.
Yes, and
Malcolm is overloaded. I'm not gonna lie. So
and the overload is a part of the plan.
Yeah.
It's all a part of the plan, right? Because they know the truth is out here now. But by the time you sift through all of this craziness, you never made any progress.
Yeah.
You're more confused.
Right. So the fact that we understand about like deep fakes, right? Now ChatGPT, the robots are talking to each other now. That stuff, the CGI, it's pristine. It looks I saw a picture of two girls on Twitter, right? Face, like, I kept scrolling. The caption I came back to it somehow. The caption said, both of these girls don't exist. This is AI generated. Look at the hand. The hand, one of the girls' hand had like 8 fingers on it, and I wouldn't have seen it unless that person pointed it out.
Absolutely.
It looked so real, and I'm just like, yo, we're gonna start seeing things, seeing stuff, and just immediately question, like, nah, that wasn't Hillary Clinton doing that.
It's already in customer service.
It wasn't
because I remember not arguing with this customer service, but I kept asking direct questions. Are you a robot?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that, sir? How can I help you? And I was like, no. You can help me. Are you the thing never answered the question. Never answered, was it a robot?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the world we live in now. And I'm telling you, I told y'all last week, I'm tech-taughted.
Yeah.
And I could not figure out the chat GTP.
Yeah, well, it's overloaded right now because so many people are trying to use it.
Refuse to give up.
No. We're going to learn it. I'm
going to learn this shit.
We're going to learn it. And I said, because there's people trying to fight it. It's here.
I can't fight it.
You can't fight it. It's here. The way things are, right, and our capacity to fight back on these things, it's to the point where we kind of we have to force ourselves to be a little optimistic, or we're just going to take ourselves down rabbit holes that really depress us and that really drive us off the deep end.
No, understood.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, because somebody asked, I think it was Coach Wayne, he said, so you're telling us to be stubborn at everything. Yes and no, right? So there's certain stuff I say look into, believe that. Then there's certain stuff you got to just, I don't know, man.
It's a tangled web we weave.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So remember, you moving as a collective.
Yeah.
Your consciousness collectively moves. So if everybody in your neighborhood is on vibration B, right?
Yeah.
And you're on vibration A, that can sustain you for a little while. But the stream itself is constellation or frequency B. You have to at least run with that somehow, or you start creating stagnation. We was talking on the last show about the astral realm and Wi-Fi, and how when somebody comes to your house and they say, can I get the Wi-Fi code? They're asking for a secret word or a series of numbers or something that grants them access to a frequency that they otherwise wouldn't have access to. The astral realm is the same exact thing. Now, as you know, with Wi-Fi, an even stronger frequency than Wi-Fi is Ethernet.
Yes.
Right? But the Ethernet, you have to stick something in something else. to get a continuous flow of energy, correct?
Yes.
That's the way the astral realm works. So you can tap into the astral realm using chants and quotes and certain words that are given by these secret societies, or they can plug something in and get a grounded, continuous signal that never fails. Are you putting down one? Are you picking up?
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah,
All right.
I actually love that comparison.
Okay, so when you want to know what's going on in these dark circles, right? And in these satanic sexual rituals, they get in direct access.
Oh, side note, I saw the clip of House Party that y'all were talking about.
Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah, that was a little odd.
A little odd for it to be a kid and play movie.
Yeah.
And for LeBron to be sponsoring this movie.
Yeah.
Now, Kid and Play was a movie about fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time. It was a lot of laughter. And so I haven't seen the movie yet. So I can't determine, but that clip right there of them drinking the blood, mentioning Illuminati, which they do now to just put all that stuff out in front, being into these secret parties, them being his man slaves to come into the party because somebody has to sanction you to come into the party. The weird sexual things that were taking place. Mark Cuban telling him, we'll be in touch. Like, we already know who you are. So it was a lot of, even in that little 3-minute clip of stuff that I thought was very, very strange.
Yeah. Prince podcast. He said, drink it, man, before everybody start to notice. I mean, you better drink that.
Exactly.
That's the first part of the ritual. You got to drink that.
That's the first part of the ritual.
He said, this is wine? He was just like, no, it's blood. I didn't even watch the movie. I just saw that clip. And I was just like,
yes.
Oh. Yeah. Now, I'm hearing in the chat, because we do our podcast live, that Fiesta video was filmed in Miami. Didn't look like Miami to Malcolm.
Okay, so is it Miami or
Epstein
Epstein's Island?
Now, I'm thinking, because my timeline, so when did Epstein get that island? Because that song came out
Epstein's Island has been there a very long time.
Right?
All right, so we need to find out.
But I remember it being, somebody said, how you spoil the movie? But I said, I didn't spoil you nothing.
No, I just gave you a 30-second clip.
Somebody said allegedly it could be half and half. Ask them that. Listen.
Who started?
I saw that from multiple people talking about that.
Yeah, that's what made me kind of, But as you know,
St. James Island. That is Epstein's Island. Yes.
If that's St. James Island, that's his island. Yeah.
Okay. See, a lot of okay. Chat look like it's 50-50. We'll see.
Okay, before the night is out, we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out.
Because that's how we do over here. Somebody gonna tell us where the video was shot.
Somebody said, pulling my shoulder out, DeMar Hamlin died in the field, and that wasn't him at the last game. Okay,
but listen, they never showed him during the game, bro. I thought that was weird. It was snowing, and they just said, first they said DeMar Hamlin.
Was it like a silhouette?
Yes.
Okay, I think I did see that, yeah.
They said, his family's here. Right? And I said, oh, okay. St. James Island. Yeah, I didn't think much about it then. He did like this. First I thought he was doing the heart.
Okay.
They said, look, he's up in there. He had his face covered and a hoodie on, and he was doing like this. Then I saw the video of him being carted into the stadium.
Yeah.
He came in on a golf cart. They never showed him. He went right into the locker room to speak to the team. So they never showed him. So no, something ain't right. He was supposed to be, I said this in the pre-show, he was supposed to be on the Jumbotron, not to make fun, but where's my wires?
Right there.
Oh yeah. He was supposed to be on the Jumbotron like this. Yo, this is good. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's win the game. I love you all. That's how he was supposed to be. And you know what? It was supposed to inspire you to make more tackles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And do that thing, and people crying, number three. And
to make more tackles.
And the quarterback like, yo, man, fuck this, man. I got to do it, man. Because It's a movie. You know how the movie is, and they start moving in slow motion. Would have been crazy if the Bills had been running in slow motion and you would have heard that music. And, the ball is up in the air a long time. You see it spinning. You see the ma jump out of his seat with the wire around his neck. And the dude dive and catch the ball and win the game. Touchdown! That's the way that shit goes.
And then take off and then like uplift his jersey. He had the mall.
Yeah, up under the picture of the mall. Yo, it's for you. It's for you, the ball. That's the way that works, man.
Oh my God.
And none of that shit happened.
Okay.
They just showed him up there. It was snowing. You really couldn't see.
Okay.
And they lost. So all my Illuminati shit is out the window.
Yeah.
For this one. So
somebody said, "Oh, he got the island in '98." And somebody said they asked ChatGPT, and it said it was filmed at various undisclosed locations.
Okay.
Okay. Listen, man.
All right, we're gonna find out.
Because there is a pipeline from somebody's imagination to TikTok to YouTube happening.
Of course.
Okay, that is a thing. That is a thing, and I want to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Okay, we talk about it all here, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Okay, let's talk Ed Reed.
Ed Reed, since we're on football.
Let's talk Ed Reed. So apparently, Ed Reed and Bethune-Cookman, they parted ways before it even started. He was there 25 days or something to that effect. They never I think ratified his contract.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean? Like,
I guess I guess he
everything that he wanted in the agreement. Okay,
you know what I'm saying, or like he didn't sign it, or they didn't like really present him the actual contract or something like that. I didn't know they announced that he was a coach before the contract was even signed.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
That was odd to me because
usually you get that ink. You get that signature lined up, and then you make the announcement.
So
then we move forward from there.
So we talked about last week how he was complaining about the school, and he was complaining about HBCUs and complaining about the trash in the school. All fair criticisms,
yes.
Right? Like the school should not be dirty. There's college people paying thousands of dollars, going into lifelong debt to be at these schools, and I can't even clean up and stuff like that. Totally understand. But the point we were trying to make was that to get this job, you're not telling me that over a Zoom call they showed you pictures of the school and you say, yeah, I'll take the job, no problem. Mm-hmm. You have to know what you were getting into when you took this job.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you're not going to tell me you didn't know there was trash. You're not going to tell me you didn't know in your office would be trash. Like, how didn't you see your office prior to you getting that job?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they end the relationship. He makes a really impassioned speech. He's cursing and stuff like that. Deion Sanders sends his support. Mm-hmm. And now Deion looks like better, right? See, look, this is what I was going through at Jackson State. I got robbed. And again, all these things can be true, but what we were talking about is you knew what you were getting into. Both situations, both people, you knew what you were getting into when you took these jobs. Now, to use the incompetency of these schools, because they are incompetent. These HBCUs are laundering money. I don't know how they're doing it. But to use that as a scapegoat to, I guess, leverage your way up into a better job, I think is whack.
Right. And that's all I'm saying. I don't want people to get the wrong idea to think I'm saying he's wrong overall. But any job you take, unless you are desperate for work, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You go, I'll take anything. You usually do some kind of research. Mm-hmm. You know what this company is about. You know what your position is going to be. You know what your pay is going to be. The HBCU situation is so bad. Mm-hmm. We all know it's bad. So I'm thinking you're going there to initiate change. But I'm going to say this again. We live in an era where people are not about planting themselves and allowing this. They want to plant the seed and eat the fruit at the same time. Mainly young people do that because they don't have time to let things marinate and grow into situations. But to think you're going to show up and just like that, because you're Ed Reed, everyone is just going to start cleaning this building up is wrong. So you have to go in there knowing this is going to be a challenge. And at minimum, say to yourself, I'm going to give it a year regardless. And in that year, my goal is to this, and this. And if we can accomplish those things within that year, because obviously you don't need the money.
Right.
In most cases, you live in a probably beautiful, gated community.
He's a Hall of Famer, man. He's good.
He's a Hall of Famer, you're good. So obviously, you're taking this to help young men. We know how they treat us at these age. First of all, we don't own any of them, right? They're all white.
I want to get to that. I want to get to that point.
Well,
Remind me. Yeah. No, only because. No. Get to your point, because mine is kind of like wrapping.
Okay,
it
so it was just so taking on these positions have to be for something other than the money. It has to be. I'm coming into the trenches. No different than you are a teacher and they assign you to the worst neighborhood in Brownsville. What do you think is going to take place, and what do you think them kids are going through? So when you step on them high school, building on them, you know what the territory or what it brings. But if you're saying I'm here to initiate change, then it's going to be some ups and some downs with that change. For you to get there and in 2 to 3 weeks, you already backing out because you don't like what you see, then you were not built for this position. And I say all of that to applaud the coaches who do take those jobs.
Yeah.
The ones who do need the money, but who are in the trenches doing the best that they can despite of those conditions, but they're just not famous.
Yes. So I was gonna say about HBCUs because I think Shelly M brought it up. Like she said, which is it? Like, do white people own these HBCUs or do we? We got to make up our minds. Very true. And I was thinking at this point, 2023, we should probably let HBCUs go.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just let you like sit with
Side
that
note,
for
I said that 5 years ago.
Yeah,
on
I
this
think
show.
yeah, you did. I think we should kind of let it go. We don't run them, right? Our kids can barely afford them because their financial aid system is terrible.
Yes.
Right. Like I don't understand the need for them anymore. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? There's black people going to colleges all over the school to kind of call these historically black colleges.
It's a farce.
It's a farce, and then we get attached to these schools when they're stealing money from us. They're using us for our labor, our genius. Anyway, I think we should kind of, I don't know. I feel like we are taking the brunt of something that's not our problem. I don't think because we just talked about white people are running these schools. They're the ones that are laundering money. You know what I'm saying?
And see, that's the point I'm going to get to as well. When you bring in a high-profile coach, you bring a lot of eyes with you.
Yeah.
So the hustle that y'all had going,
Yeah.
when nobody said nothing, you can underpay these coaches. You don't have to pay the staff to clean nothing. When you bring in a Hall of Famer, the press comes with that. ESPN comes with that. So now, and then people might want to look at the books now. So a lot of them do not want these Hall of Fame coaches there as quiet as kept. You think welcome, come see us, but now my hustle, my little Ponzi scheme I got going to launder money, I can't do it as much as I would like to. So it's a triple-edged sword.
Somebody said, what will replace it? So I think
college is a waste.
Get into it.
That's a waste.
Get into it. Look, we just talked about ChatGPT, right? There are colleges who are now requiring their papers, 20-page papers, be handwritten now because they're afraid that a student is going to use ChatGPT to write their paper for them, right? So traditional colleges, the liberal arts degree, I got a history degree, are going to be obsolete. Okay, they're going to be obsolete sooner than later, and it's going to happen very, very fast. Like, if you don't have a skill now, if you don't have a specified area of study, you know what I'm saying now? Like, if you don't know how to code, if you don't know how to run ads, if you don't know how to market, if you don't know how to do video editing, if you don't know how to do something.
You better know how to do something specialized going forward.
Yeah.
Because the average... They're going to get the automateds to do the average.
Yeah.
You're no longer needed. This is what useless eaters means.
Remember,
this is why the whole let's reduce the Earth's population to the non-thinkers, the knuckle draggers, the elbow scrapers, the shoulder drudgers.
And because somebody even said trades, even now they're trying to create robots to do a lot of these trades now as well. So it has to be something to where you know how to work these machines. You get what I'm saying? If you Andrew Yang had a good book called The War on Normal People.
Yes.
Read it. Right? You have to figure out a way to blend your skill set into what these machines are doing, right? So if you know how to use ChatGPT to figure out code for something, for a software that you're creating or for a software that you're running, it has to be something to that effect. Because traditional school, I just don't see it anymore. And I don't think a lot of people, not even my generation, I don't think even after Odyssey's generation,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. You get what I'm saying?
And even her generation, now she wants to get into nursing, so I can understand them running you through a program so you can understand medications and all that old kind of crazy stuff. But overall, dude, that is a waste of your time, your energy, and your money with the fact that I can sit down for 60 days and pull up YouTube videos to study anything I wanted and be considered an expert in that field once I take the certification test that says I am who I say I am. You understand my point? So this is coming to a world where only the strong will survive. I don't want to hear about the fact you can boogie and all that old crazy 80s shit and you this and that and you a rapper. They got automated. AI can rap now. Yeah. AI can write songs now. Listen, and this is where the great separation is coming through. And this is what I'm saying. You're going to have to make a quantum leap in your life to survive. They got the machines flipping the burgers now, right? Perfectly seasoned burgers get your order right every single time because they just show you a fucking video clip of you ordering that shit, sir. You know what I mean? So you're not needed. The machine don't need a cigarette break. The machine ain't gonna steal no money. Has no use for it. The machine can work long hours.
Yeah, but the person who can program those.
There you go.
The person who can fix those.
Now you're talking. Because there are gonna be problems. There are gonna be problems. Right? So I'm just simply saying, and I'm not discouraging people from going to college. I told you my main purpose was sending all three of my children. And Eli, if he wasn't disabled, he would have graduated before Odyssey. Was I needed them to get away from home. I needed them to do some growing up. I needed them to experience have some experiences, a series of experiences on their own. I needed them to be able to make decisions on their own. I needed them to become adults, understand credit, understand these. That's what I needed. And every single year, each one came home a little more mature, a little bit more wiser, a little bit more grown up. And now you got to go out and find your passion. What brings you passion? Because in the future, at the same time as we speaking about skills and non-skill set, it may just boil down to once they put everybody on the same money system, now you got to do what you do because you love it.
Yeah.
You make no more money than I do being a dope MC. Yeah. It's that you love being an MC, so that's what you do. You love doing architect, so that's what you do. You love being a gardener, so that's what you do. But in terms of it bringing you or you being put on a pedestal as some celebrity, all of that stuff is going out of the window. You can rap, so what? You can dribble a basketball. Who gives a shit? I'm coming to the game to be entertained. You love to play? Play. Oh, that was great. You received something from it because you love to do it. I received something from it. I love watching you do it. And everybody's in even exchange. But you're not going to make $300 million for playing basketball in the future.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now. Yeah. It's sad for you to have to accept that, but that's the truth.
I also met the mother of my child, my fiance in college.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got something out of it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then we got Noble, and then Noble will have his children, and it all started because you went to college. See?
My history degree.
Yep. What's your history degree? So a lot of times you show up at these places, and you don't know why.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break.
I met my wife at the bus depot.
And we shall return.
Yeah.
All right. How y'all doing tonight? Ladies looking good. Listen,
grew up on hip hop. You guys grew up on hip hop. Skinny jeans, dresses, mumble rap, funny hair, auto tunes. What the hell is that? Purses. Oh my God. This is crazy, man. Listen, you guys have been a great audience. Log on to shopurbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel. I love you. Good night. Good night. Tired of reading, doing research, and extensive studying to fact check the information that you present? Well, now you don't have to. Become a YouTube scholar. That's right, a YouTube scholar. Throw away those books. No need to quote real scholars. Burn those research papers. All you need is a YouTube connection. Watch YouTube videos at night, in the daytime, during breakfast, while you're on the toilet. Impress your friends with information you really don't know. After 100 videos watched, you are now a YouTube scholar. To sign up for this program, dial 1-800-WHY-STUDY. That's 1-800-WHY-STUDY. But wait, there's more. Log on to shopurbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel.
Peace, love, and light, family. I'm throwing a trip to Egypt. It's called Back to the Roots of Africa, hosted by RBG NYC. The cost is $3,999 for a full tour of Egypt. That's including your food, your flight, in 12 days. Please give us a call at 201-256-7522. This trip will be from April 3rd to the April 15th.
And we're back. You should make that trip to Africa. Stop playing, Malcolm.
Soon.
He's an African booty snatcher. You know that. African
That
booty-
was the thing. Why was that a thing in everybody's
African
generation?
booty scratcher.
Why was that an insult for
You
everybody?
African booty. I called you African booty snatcher first. Pause.
Thank you. Pause. I didn't even catch that.
I meant to say scratcher. I don't know. People, we just had this, this notion about Africa. You know what I mean? And I was a dark-skinned dude, too. So, I got all the, you look like the night, nigga. All kind of crazy.
So, Coach Wayne, he said there is a place for college because we had a shortage of workers during the pandemic. Very true. So, lawyers, I still think we need doctors.
Listen, don't.
We're not being literal.
Linear minds thinking straight lines. Don't literally take that because there's always going to be a place for everything. But the
$50,000
thinkers know that they're not going to spend 4 years
and $50,000
$50,000 to come out in debt to be a drummer or a DJ anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need it the way you may have needed it 20 or 30 years ago to ensure, because 30 years ago, if you had when my mother grew up, if you had a high school diploma, dude, that was huge. You finished high school? Because what? You know what I'm saying? Because that was big back then. Then it was the associate's degree. That means you stepped on the college campus, you looked around, you passed a few classes. Then they moved it up and they keep moving it up. But again, that was to make you worker bees. You can come out and you can get a job. Come out with $80,000 in debt. You know what you need? You need a job.
Yeah, you got to pay that off.
You got to pay that off. And you immediately get off your spiritual course, your mission of what's going to bring you happiness and joy, because what supersedes that? Work. Man, I would do that, but I got to work. Man, I would follow my dreams too, but I got to work. At the transit, and there was brilliant people driving these buses, all kind of musicians and all kind of artists, but transit was paying too well. It was like, I'll make 100 with good benefits.
Yeah.
That shit you talking, Bowser?
Yeah.
That shit sound good, man. Because I left and started,
Twice.
Hip Hop NYC. I started not a pay-per-view channel, a public access channel
Oh yeah.
called Hip Hop NYC. I was all in,
I remember.
and then it didn't do too well.
All right. Then you came
I even
back.
had the website hiphopnyc.com early.
Yeah.
I went out to the How Can I Be Down? You know what I'm saying? I went to, try to rub elbows with the peoples. That's when I met Eve. That's when I met Bobby Digital, Jadakiss. Jadakiss was the same then as he is now. As I met him, some dude walked up on him and gave Jadakiss a shirt. Jadakiss took his shirt off and put that dude's shirt on and rocked that dude's shirt the rest of the day at that conference. He didn't know who that dude was. And he was always approachable. So I got interviews from 99, 98 of Flex and Bobby Digital and Eve and the dudes from some of the movie shows. And then I left again,
Somebody said that. So are you saying ChatGPT passed the bar in med school exams this week?
Oh, you passed.
No.
Wait a minute. Chat passed the bar and med
It said
school
chat.
board.
So are you talking to the chat or are you saying
Please verify.
verify?
If you passed the bar and med school bar exam,
Because that's like.
I got to go get a bottle of champagne right now. That's some big. But if you just saying chat GTP
Yeah.
is capable of passing the bar, see, we're slow.
Chat did, exactly. That's what I was seeing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, you about to have me bust a bottle, and you ain't do nothing. You ain't deserve nothing. You ain't did nothing. That's bad. Don't be false flagging, son. Don't be false flagging.
Oh man. People. Coach Wayne still want us to go on Ed Reed. He asked why didn't University of Miami hire him? He was actually like one. I told you he was one of the
special advisor or something?
like one of the recruiting coordinators for them. And again, he probably didn't want to work his way up coach because he could have been a position coach.
Yeah,
Easy.
but when they give you something like a special coordinator, that just means we have no work for you.
True.
But we like you because you
True.
Ed Reed. So go out and
Yo, they would
find
need him.
people.
University of Miami. They had a verbal commit from the #1 corner of the 2023 class. I forget his name. He wound up flipping it. He went to Colorado.
I heard about it.
So they got Travis Henry, the #1 corner recruit for 2022, and they got this dude 2023.
Are they gonna be good?
Their schedule look.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they give you a special coordinator position, that's just a fancy name for you. You're doing nothing now.
Yeah, face.
You're a face.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So TikTok was exposed. Well, it wasn't really exposed.
No, that's being exposed.
Is it?
You heating up people?
Yeah, they have a practice of heating up videos, meaning they control which videos go viral, which one doesn't. Now, I've always believed people known this because there'll be a black creator, and there's always thing, black TikTok creator, they will do something, a white TikTok creator would mimic the exact thing that they're doing, blow up, millions of followers, millions of views, they get deals, but the black one is the one who created it.
No, that happens all the time.
So I'm not putting it past them for them to artificially go, oh,
But
this
see,
blows.
What that also tells me is that you can stop me from being successful as well.
Exactly.
So that's my whole mindset. I'm like, if you can blow me up, you can also shut me down.
Right.
With shadow banning and all these other things to funnel you through a different crowd because they don't like the vibrational frequency.
There's a glitch
Come on,
happening
bro.
right now on Twitter. If you lock your profile, you get more engagement than if it's public. And then if you lock it, you'll get like a whole bunch of likes, retweets. Unlock it, then you'll get like, so there's a glitch happening right now on Twitter that is people are exploiting right now.
Yeah, so there are always those who are in control of the information.
Yeah.
The information never flows freely.
Why
You
would
think
I let that? Yeah.
No, but you get people who think this is just freedom is an illusion between those with power and those without. The Merovingian told you that in the Matrix. Choice is an illusion. right? If I own A and B and C, I own all three of the choices. I don't give a damn what door you go into. I win. I'm financing this side of the war, and I'm financing that side of the war. I can't lose.
Yeah.
I'm putting money on this team. I got money on that team. Whichever team win, I win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So it's you the one thinking you going and you placing your vote and you standing in line and yo, we got to get Trump out of here. And have no idea that this stuff was already orchestrated. You think some people going to let you vote them out of power?
Yeah. That's like,
Dude.
think what? That's like letting, I got a 2-year-old now. That's like letting me have him choose what's for dinner or what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm just going to put out 2 choices I want. Which one you want?
I'm shit.
And then if he get the wrong one, I'm still going.
Dude,
you get what I'm saying?
My mama didn't even put out 2 choices.
You get what I'm saying?
She said, "This is what is for dinner." I said, "Ma," and I told you the story. I'm a 5%er now. I cannot eat pork chops. And she was in there cooking smothered pork chops and gravy and rice and green beans and all the shit I like. And I got my new lessons. My name is Divine, Intelligent, Great God Allah. And I'm going through my lessons. I can't eat pork. That's the devil's food. The smell from the pork chops reached into my auric field.
It did the hand.
She said, "Come." My mother said, "All right, fine, then don't eat." And I went to my room because I'm God body. Studying my lessons. A is for Allah. B is for born.
The
C
smell
is,
opened the door.
and the smell opened the door, and I just started floating like the cartoon. I just floated to the kitchen and said, "You know what, Ma? I'm going to be God again tomorrow. Okay, but today, let's get them pork chops going, baby. That's gravy." So, yeah, you know, that's the way it is, man. Choices.
Yeah. That comedian who said that, he said, "Yo, I don't got time for people who don't believe in conspiracy." He said, like, the government is in charge of all its people. He said, "I'm in charge of one son," and I lie to that nigga all the time. So come on, man.
Come on now.
Speaking of government, they found more classified files at Biden, like at Biden's residence. The FBI came in. It was a quote unquote consensual search, and they found more files.
So
now
the writing is on the wall now.
Yeah, they said they found. They're not even giving like an exact number. They said they found between 25 and 30 classified files. Now some of these files are going back to when he was in the Senate.
And that's the
That's
smoking
illegal.
gun. That's the smoking gun. Right. That's the smoking gun.
That's illegal. Okay? So, yeah, and my theory is that the Democrats themselves, they're trying to get Biden out because they don't want him to run. They probably realize they don't have a real chance of winning again if Biden is to run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
Or again, if, you know, which side of the conspiracy are we on, right? So are they trying to get him out, or do none of these elections even matter in the first place? They know who they got to win. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's enough. Trust me, it's enough to keep your head spinning. And that's a fact. I mean, we already know it's like at least 4 of him.
Yeah. Oh, bro.
It's at least 4 of him.
Yo, we were watching something, and it was a video of Biden and Obama, like during like Obama's like first presidency, and I was like, that is not the same dude.
Not the same dude, man.
It's not.
His vigor, his energy, his moxie,
was
totally different.
I'm telling you, if you watch some of his like speeches when he gave in the Senate and the Congress, evil. But he was sharp.
He was very sharp.
He was like
very
looked
sharp.
like he had it there. This one, he looked like he get confused.
Did you see him at the black church?
Yeah, after saying he's been to black churches every Sunday.
Standing there like, what the hell is going on? At least Trump tried to, dance a little, even off tempo. He tried to, act like he just stood there like, I don't know what's going on. And yeah, so
who do you think will be anybody in the chat? Who do you think will be the Democratic nominee? You think Newsom from California?
I don't give a shit because it's all crumbling. The sports world, people are starting to realize the fix is in.
Yeah.
On a grand scale. So your passion toward politics is not what it used to be.
Yeah.
Your passion toward sports, and I'm a big sports guy, but now that I know sort of like the outcome and what's going on with it, it's a different vibration altogether.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The music industry.
Yeah.
We know who they picking to put on top and who's gonna, and the narrative that they're running with that. Side note, Beyonce just came back. She was in Dubai.
In Dubai.
Dubai.
Yeah.
She made $24 million.
I was talking about this yesterday. When she goes on tour for her new album, which is, I have to admit, is probably one of her best albums in years.
Yeah. It's a very good album.
Very good album. Can't lie on it, right? Do you think she would like do numbers like Bad Bunny numbers?
She is Beyonce.
That's what I'm saying, right?
She could do Bad Bunny numbers because Beyonce is, one thing about her music. She dabbles in both worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Some of her music is straight black, straight Houston in the trenches, and some of it is very commercial, very world-like type music. And I think this new album was more of a world album. Doom, 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 doom. They all got that same. Because let me tell you, man got one of them joints out called Freedom Something.
Who?
Drake.
Another one?
It's off his album. The album Nevermind.
Yeah.
It's a heat rock.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you in the club or you driving, it's going to get you through. So they're trying to move ahead because the certain vibration that is hip-hop has almost like run its course. We'll always have, hip-hop, and like we said, it's the 50th anniversary, so they're going to commemorate it and stuff. But the next thing is moving beyond the violence and the drill rapping and putting out general music that an AI can do. So be prepared.
Somebody said, no, it's a recession.
Like Shiva with all of these hands.
Somebody said, no, it's a recession. So Bad Bunny just did however many million, 100,
He just did 100 and something million.
In a recession.
In a recession, absolutely.
And I want to be clear.
And I don't think there's a recession.
Listen, man, me and you.
Right there, I don't think there's a recession. Yeah.
Listen, not that it's not a recession. Usually when we talk about these markets, and I'm not an expert in the markets, but what usually happens when the news talks about it and when social media gets to it. Social media talks about it, and then the news talks about what social media is talking about, and it's a cycle like that. You get what I'm saying? There's still a lot of money changing hands.
A lot of money.
So the way that people say, yo, it's a recession out here, eggs are $20 an egg and stuff like that. Okay, but people still buying eggs.
Yeah.
Right? If it was that serious, you will see shelves stocked with it, and it's not. Right? People still buying eggs. Right? And there's money still moving, and people
are still living their lives.
That's what and that's what all I want people to understand.
And for us as black people, there is no such word as recession. What does that mean to us? We grew up poor, and it never changed the vibration of our energy of how we went out and we
That's
listened.
what I'm saying.
Let me tell you what black people always gonna do. We're gonna fuck. We're gonna listen to music. We're going to barbecue.
Yeah.
We're going to barbecue, listen to music, no matter what the situation. I told you, 9/11. The smoke was still in the air. I could still see the residue from the buildings coming down, and my dudes was in the hood, smoking, partying, had some burgers on the grill. Like, yo, this is what we do. During the pandemic, after you was in the house, peeking out your window.
2-3 weeks.
You came outside, and niggas was out there shooting dice, partying, living. You know why? Because it is what it is. So recession means something different. Those are code words for white folks. And I mean that in the sense that money has never been the driving force for us. And don't ever let it become that way, because we're going to exist whether we have it or not. Whether I got $10,000 or $10 in my pocket, my happiness don't really change. And it's a little different now when, the neighbors used to look out for each other a little bit more, knock on somebody's door. Like I would knock on somebody's door and go get 2 pieces of bread. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I go knock on somebody else's door and borrow 2 eggs. And then I go to somebody else's door and I borrow some cheese. Now I got a sandwich. Yeah. You know what I mean? I got a whole fucking sandwich. And go get a cup of sugar from somebody else and make Kool-Aid or sugar water or sugar sandwiches. Listen. But the community, that's how we did. They knew my mother got her check on this day. We knew so-and-so got their check on that day. And we would all, because they never give you enough to last the whole month. We go shopping, I eat all the sugary cereal in a week. But then I got to eat the shit in that white bag. The shit say Fruity Rings. shit to say
Color rings.
cookies. And you know, he like, this is what kind of cookies? Like these nigga cookies. You want the cookies or not? You know what I'm saying? I'm standing on cheese line, son. And I don't feel embarrassed because my man is on the line too. And his man is on the line. We all on the line, son. You just ahead of me, then we all on the line getting the cheese sandwiches. And then you got to cut that cheese with a knife. You know, you don't want it to be that thick. And you, bang, you missing it. God damn it. And then I wound up having a whole bunch of little shredded pieces because I had to cut them like a little, and just spread them over the bread. And I got the bologna cooking. And you know what's done when the shit,
It bubble up.
It bubble up
Yeah.
in the middle. Now the bologna is done. And man, these are good times, man. These are good times, man. We need to go back to those times.
Jesus.
No. Just trying to share some real,
Jeez.
some real stories with you guys.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
I want to talk about. Hold on. I want to talk about this. This Georgia gay couple
Yes.
who got arrested for they were pimping their adopted sons out to local pedophiles, and they were getting videos back of them getting raped and molested.
Disgusting stuff.
Disgusting, man. Nasty.
Disgusting stuff. And what I want y'all to understand, that is more common than you think it is amongst them kind of groups. You know what I'm saying? So every time people adopt these children, that whole adoption system is a little crazy because the adoption services be in on that. You know what I mean? Getting kids out of people's hands, telling you your child died, it's stillborn, and it's alive. It's a whole big process that goes with that. But when you see these, certain people adopting these children, either turning them into, weirdos, they go to Malawi and all them African places and get these kids and turn them into girls, and it's a lot of weird stuff. So it's a ring that they have. It's an organization, and they all move amongst each other, and that's what they do. And this couple just happened to get caught.
Yeah.
Doing it. And there's sick stuff going on, and
Bro, yo, listen,
keep
man.
an eye on your children. No, they can't spend a night. No.
Yeah, man, that broke
Keep
my
an eye
heart,
on your
man.
children,
Like,
man.
It made me sad. Like, really, like,
Yeah,
like
and it
reading
ain't
this
even.
stuff.
Listen, and I'm gonna be honest. I know people saying, "Well, those white kids." It don't matter. A lot of them adopt black kids. Kids are very innocent and have their own, spaces to express themselves. And this is bad.
Yeah, and
This is very
I'm telling you, like, I just think of kids, like, especially at that age, they don't know what's happening. They don't know what's going on.
But you know what? And this is where the trauma. See,
Yeah.
your life is filled with a series of trauma. Some trauma you can tuck down real deep and don't deal with, and then certain trauma comes up and expresses itself in different ways. You become violent, you become nonverbal, you become a loner, and people don't know why. Especially, I feel, for these children who have to go through these foster homes, like from home to home to home to home. Those are the ones who get it the worst. When they identify that you have no family, you know what I mean? And you're just in the system, and then you age out of the system, and now you're just on the streets. And then a killer is emerged because you're dealing with trauma that people have no idea that you had to go through. So it is hell.
Yeah, those dudes need to get the electric chair.
Yeah,
man.
we are living in hell on earth. Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's a certain amount of kids that have to go for the reptilians.
Yo, okay, yeah.
Okay, there's a certain amount of children that are just through the agreement signed by what's his name, the president in 1954. I forget his name. So they know that they're here and they need certain body parts and experiments. So all of these kids, you know how many kids are missing every year, bro?
Which is crazy.
A lot of kids missing, man.
Which is crazy, yeah.
And a lot of adults missing, a lot of body parts. Where are they? It's cameras everywhere. This is my thing. It's camera. If I leave here and walk 3 blocks, I'm filmed 75 times through cameras here, this, that. And you mean to tell me all of these children are vanishing and nobody knows where they are? I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. The public is kept in the dark about certain things that are really going on because a certain portion, of course, we know that they use for, sexual deviation, but certain are used for reptilians because they got to eat. And then there's body parts, And then there's so many different, no part of the body goes to waste. But a lot of people, a lot of kids are missing. And I want to know where and how.
Did you see, speaking like of around the same vein, Ghislaine Maxwell said that Epstein was allowed to kill himself. And she also alluded to the fact that he was like let to do a lot of things he was doing, which we already know. Like,
we know that.
There was too many people who had knowledge of his financial statements and like how's he getting his money. They understood how he was moving his money. There was too many government officials who were on that plane log, on that flight log as well. So we understand.
They all move in the same circles.
So we understand, like
that elite audience moves in the same circles, and they protect each other. Mm-hmm. So imagine coming in front of the judge who you was just at an elite party with, drinking some blood or something. You think he gonna put you away? He's gonna find a way not to put you away, or give you the most minimum sentence he possibly can if he has to. Yeah. So they're all moving in the same circles, looking out for each other because they're all down with the same, the same thing. So it becomes very, very tough. Very, very tough. And I believe either he did, I don't believe he killed himself.
I don't think so either.
You know what I mean? Because what point? She's the only person in history to be convicted of sex trafficking with no victims.
Yeah.
Process that.
Yeah, yeah. No victims or like any like network she was trafficking them to.
No evidence, no nothing.
She did that. Put her away.
She just did that.
Yeah.
We don't want to discuss what she did.
Yeah.
Just put her away. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Interesting stuff. But we've accepted all of these things in this day and time, and we just move on to the next story.
Facts. But we're gonna take a quick commercial break.
Okay, let's do that.
And we shall return.
We can get a commercial break in there. Not yet.
No.
Not yet. In the meantime, if you want to advertise with us.
Oh, yes. Visit sales at urbanx.nyc. If you want to advertise with us, we'll send you the information because next month we're starting it up again.
Oh, next month we're going to get this thing cranking.
All right, now we're good for a commercial
break. All right, peace.
As we prepare to enter the new year, what better way to show your loved ones your appreciation than to provide them with a gift that keeps on giving? Some may think of life insurance as just a tool that can be used to cover funeral costs. But what many don't know is that life insurance can be used for so much more. For example, you can use it to financially prepare for retirement, build generational wealth through investing in real estate, fund a business, or even as a gift to your children. Let's unlearn what we have been told about life insurance. My number one responsibility is to be there when I'm needed most. So let me, Eris Stirrup, be there to guide you and your loved ones through good and not so good times. Call or text 951-319-1059 to learn more.
Welcome to LOV Studios, an extraordinary channel. The only channel of its kind. We have conversations with Leslie with various perspectives of the social experience across generations. This is a complete programming experience. Let's see with Leslie Olabisi, bringing you my ratings to films, series, and podcasts from around the world. We feature food, fashion, real reviews, unboxings of sneakers, AV equipment, and so much more. Prefer to listen? Unboxing with Leslie, voiceover tech talk, not a sneakerhead, and select titles are on the new Love Studios podcast on Anchor FM. I'm bringing insiders across all industries. Leslie O is a host unlike any other. Join me on my journey as a voiceover boss in my upcoming documentary about my time with Dame Dash.
One episode about your days with
Love
Dame.
Studios.
Hello, wealthy family, and a special shout out to the Urban X Nation. This is Chanel, the Ascending Infinite Goddess, and regardless of where you are on this planet, I look forward to connecting with you and your spirit team. Be sure to visit my YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, where I have hundreds of videos available to help you on your self-paced spiritual journey, and also my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, to schedule an angel oracle card reading in any area of your life, have a mental healing session to release some mental anguish that we go through every day, or also your chakra balancing sessions in the event that you want to become realigned. I look forward to connecting with you, Wealthy Family. Until then, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
I think they're both going to stay, and they're going to try again next year. Just being realistic. It depends on the coach.
The Hornets
I heard about the Hornets.
Westbrook.
I wouldn't be mad.
Minnesota has disgusted me this entire series. So I'm off that shit. Also, I'm really upset that John Moran got this award. So I hope we see them in the second round so Poole can whoop his behind.
Ooh,
for 7 games in a row.
And we are back.
So, for the people who care, you might not care. You might not even know what I'm talking about. But the conservative civil war is happening between Steven Crowder and the Daily Wire. I spoke about this lightly last week.
No, this is important because sometimes this is the only politics I get. I need this.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I thought this was important only because of how we talk about new media, we talk about black media, we talk about how, we need these truths to be out here and people to see these truths and stuff like that. So they're going through their own version of that, right? So I gave the story a little bit. Steven Crowder, he was leaving the Blaze Network, which had like Tommy Lauren when she first dropped and stuff like that. He was getting paid from them. So he started taking offers and shopping around his show to the Daily Wire. They offered him $50 million for 4 years. Remember, like I said, he wanted like $120. Right? They're saying we can't do that. But in the actual term sheet, like it wasn't a contract, it was a term sheet to start the negotiations. They would fine him $100,000 if a video he did got demonetized off YouTube. Now, his whole argument is you understand what kind of content we're trying to do. You understand what kind of truth we're trying to spread out here. Like how you're basically the second arm of these tech companies, so you are on the same side. You're doing their bidding by finding me that
under
much.
the guise of
Now, they respond, and he said, "Yo, we're not a multi-billion-dollar company. We are paying people to be on air so we can spread this message. Now, if you get fined." That show doesn't make money. We don't make money. We don't pay. We can't pay people because we have.
It's a trickle down effect.
It's a trickle down effect. So now, if we were to start our own, like podcast network and stuff like that, right, with the other black, channels that y'all know about and stuff like that, and we had the same policy because again, we're trying to make money. We're trying for everybody to make money. We would kind of look like the bad guys too. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. In the grand scheme of things, this is what I'm learning. Freedom is not free.
Yeah.
As much as we would like to think, because if you don't have your own servers, your own channels, and can sustain that by yourself fully, then you are not free in this social media realm.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you a story. We left. We told y'all.
Yeah.
We started our own little cable thing, and nobody came with us. Maybe because they were used to the YouTube brand, because branding is important. We started an app. Nobody downloaded the app. Not literally nobody, but a few people. Then we went private. And we said we're going private so Black Dot can say filth, flawn filth, and we can keep it as raw as possible. And nobody came. And I'm just keeping it a beam with you. even if you thought, I thought at least 10%, if we got 58,000 subscribers, I thought 5,000 people, and I was being optimistic. Not even half that came. Less than 2,000 people came, and that fluctuates. You know, but I got the hitch because you down with Bank of America, and they screwing up your money and stuff like that. You understand my point? And I had to just accept certain aspects of what it is that we do. And then we want to be able to call this a lifestyle. We got rent, we got this, we got equipment, we got a lot, and we have to be able to sustain. So I understand to a certain degree the game that's going to be played. Let's say it was us, Red Pill, Blue Pill, King Simon, Black Magic.
We would have to
Lord Jamal. Let's say we had a whole network.
Yeah.
And we were sharing $10 million of advertisement. And then let's say Red Pill went off the deep end and said something crazy.
True.
Could be true, but crazy.
Right.
And now we got to go, because now you're screwing up the money.
Yeah.
And then he looked at me and said, I thought it wasn't about the money.
Yeah.
It isn't. But
I thought this was so fascinating topic.
I'm trying to open your guys' eyes to perspective.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we're trying to operate within both worlds the best we can. But freedom is not free unless you could stand on anything you want to say at any time, and there's nothing nobody can do about it. And I don't know too many people who have that kind of power. Alex Jones is maybe got a few $1 million and his own servers, and even that he misses being on social media.
Hell yeah.
Crazy. So understand when we speak about this, you know what I mean?
Trump, he created his own True Social.
You've been with me since Four Corners newspapers. God, jeez.
Yeah, sheesh. And he's about to go back to Twitter. He was talking strong, like, nah, I'm good. Come on. He said, y'all don't want people all in your tweets.
This is Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in the videos, dancing. Come to True Social. And now he's about to go back to Twitter.
He's about to go back to Twitter.
He's about to go back to Facebook. He's asking Mark Zuckerberg to get his profile back. You get what I'm saying?
So they have cornered the market on this. So, and this is something for you, you rebel rousers. You want to really want to fight the power and speak truth to power. There is a price to pay unless you're going to literally go out on the corner like Sarnetta used to do with a bullhorn and just call the white man the devil to his face. You know, to his face every single day. And that's fine because you on the corner, but you only as loud as that bullhorn will go.
Exactly. So then the question is, do you try to follow the rules a little bit so you can get them your message? If you are that passionate about your message, do you want it as far and wide as you possibly can get it? Or do you say, damn all that, I just want to be able to say what I want to say when I want to say it. I don't care how it comes off. I don't care what happens to the channel. I don't care what happens to the people I employ. Because Steven Crowder, who is the one who is, he has a whole staff of people. Yes. You get what I'm saying? So, like, what do you do? Again, I always think that's interesting.
It's interesting because we went through that on a much, much smaller scale. When Black Dot was just way out of control on every single show. And then I had to realize I got my wife and my son here with me. And while they may understand what I'm saying has got a bit of truth to it, they also understand this is a game we play. So we have to play chess and not checkers. So that's why we're up here putting the medicine in the food, trying to deliver our message to the best of our ability without compromising our nuts, so to speak. But it does come at a price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of that stuff comes at a price.
I just want you guys to think about that. Just like really in your position, you have a business to run.
Kevin Hart went through it.
He had to apologize.
He had to apologize, and while it was easier for us to say,
don't apologize.
I would apologize, don't apologize. I got 80 people that work for me who have children who go to school, who have fees that need to pay, and they're depending on me. And when you find yourselves in those positions, listen, guys, you have to make perspective your secret weapon. You got to stop looking at things from an isolated point of what benefits you, that does you no good, even in your personal relationship. You got to switch that thing around and try to be as unbiased as possible and say, what does my wife see when she sees me, when I speak to her that way, or whatever the case may be, and what kind of message am I conveying? And it all makes sense because if I'm running a company and I got 50 people working under me, it's not just about me. It's Nick Cannon went through it. The list goes on and on.
Yeah.
So yes, sometime we will get up here and the revolution in us will be
no,
like,
but what kind of irked me about Nick Cannon because he stood on it at first.
Yeah, but see, that's a little different.
Yeah, he stood on it. He said, "Nah, I'm good. Like I got enough money." And then like he didn't just apologize. He got the rabbi. He got the tour. He got the whole tour. Yo, my great uncle 33 times removed is actually a Jewish rabbi.
Jewish rabbi. I didn't
like,
know that. Yeah. Here we go. So there are exceptions to each rule. You know what cooning and buffooning is.
Yeah.
And then you know what. So I've been looking for some people to rock with us who share our sentiments and values. So if you see me promoting a soda pop, it's black owned. You know what I mean? You know what it is.
That's funny.
Nah, but you know what I'm saying? It's you gotta find people. Yeah, Shannon Sharp had to apologize. Speaking of that, of his gangster-ish on Friday.
Now I think
he was out of control.
Yeah, he was kind of, but I think he would have, I think he'd have laid a couple of them out.
I don't know if he would have laid that big white boy Adams out.
Yeah, listen.
That boy looked like they shaved him down and taught him to speak. Like he didn't know nothing. He was just like shoveling rocks on a mountain.
Listen, man.
And they showed him how to use a basketball.
Shannon Sharp, he's still benching 315. I seen it.
Yeah, he's strong. Strong little country boy.
Exactly.
But them dudes will be wrestling bears and picking up rocks.
Yeah, man.
Does he even speak English, Adams? Does he even understand?
I don't know.
So
where was that smoke for Skip? You right. Skip told him to put his glasses back on.
Put your glasses back on, mother. I make change. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change. Is what Skip told him and shit. Another thing, you see what they doing? My girl, Aretha Franklin.
Oh man, they trying to cancel the Queen.
Canceling the Queen, son.
They saying her song "Natural Woman" is offensive.
It is offensive.
Bro, where do we draw the line?
Feel like a natural woman.
Where do we draw the line here, man?
Oh my God.
But and again, I'm not sure how much of this is online or real life. I have not come in contact with anybody. I know gay people. I have gay people in my family.
Yeah.
That come across like this.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
I've not seen it.
Yeah, but the world is huge.
True.
And it's a lot of people with nothing but time on their hand, and they want to see how far they can stretch the extremism.
No, you know what I think is happening though? I think there's one person making a big deal out of something, and then the news amplifies it to the point where we like, oh, these people are crazy. I think it is a really loud minority, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think it is a really, really loud minority. And
I can't put that past you.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Even though there is some wild stuff happening, right? I saw a picture. It was a still picture it was a kid-friendly drag show, right? We talked about that oxymoron. And it was a kid on stage, and there was a guy, and he had the mic down with his thing, and he was letting the kid talk into the mic.
Oh, see, that's bad.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's bad.
That's disgusting.
And Aretha Franklin is the embodiment of woman.
Come on, man. How we gonna cancel Aretha Franklin?
Lay now on the monorail.
You get what I'm saying?
Wanna feel so inspired. That was my joint. My mother used to. When you heard that, that means it's time to get up and start cleaning. Yeah, it's time to. They can start cleaning the room or something. And start playing them jams and shit.
Terrible.
That means fuck.
Yeah. Yeah,
terrible. Hearing Aretha and Al Green and the Spinners and shit. It's time to clean.
Did you guys hear that the Congo is in desperate need of some diplomacy? Like America's gonna have to come and liberate the Congo because.
But they got them new magical rocks over there.
That's why they need to.
That's why they need to.
You get what I'm saying? That's
they
why they need
diplomacy. They got to get over there and get their hands on that.
Exactly.
That vibranium.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
These niggas got rocks that is electricity.
That's
fire. Can I put a rock on the TV and get cable?
Jay Nightmare said, "Malcolm, pause your eyes. It be on the timeline, man. I ain't watching none of that. It be on the timeline."
Yeah.
But yeah, invasion of Congo. Yeah.
Can I put a rock in my car and drive it off?
I don't know.
That's the future.
That is.
How many rocks you got? I got 2. I can get us from here to Chicago. Before these rocks need a recharge or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I saw with my own eyes. He These
That was
rocks.
interesting. Yeah, I want to know what that is.
And why is it only in certain places, like the Congo?
Well, I think just the minerals.
Do you see them pictures of them digging? All them kids is digging
the cobalt
and stuff. So I can have this phone, man. It's sad. And I'm not giving them my phone, so I'm just simply saying it's sad how they have to go through that so I can call you and shit like that. Just don't choke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a being with you.
Yeah, no. And I wish people would be more honest.
I'm gonna keep it a being with you, huh?
I wish people would be more honest.
Yeah,
I really do. Yeah. I really do. Like, we are on YouTube right now, so the money that you're giving to YouTube indirectly, just by your attention, just by you being on it, is paying for YouTube. It's paying an advertiser who is paying somebody else who is
absolutely
a major player in white supremacy in some form or another.
And that's why it kills me. Dudes like, yo, son, I ain't with none of that. I'm like, nigga, you just text me from your Samsung device.
You know what I'm saying? Or like, your bubble was blue. You got an iPhone.
You got an iPhone. You just, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
So we all on the grid, my nigga.
Perspective.
We all on the grid.
Perspective again.
And and when I become a realist, I'm not saying you're not supposed to fight, but come on. Know where you are in the fight.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, facts.
All right. I like it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So there was an FBI agent who was on one of the task force investigating Trump for allegedly colluding with Russia.
I heard about that.
He actually was colluding with Russia. He got arrested. He got money from a Russian ex-spy or something to that effect of $250,000, $225,000 or something.
Is he going to jail?
He's arrested right now, so most likely.
And what does that tell you about this whole political scene?
I mean, it's like
everybody is filthy.
Yeah.
Everybody is dirty.
It's just where you get caught. Like, if you get caught,
there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go. You heard about those 5 police officers, man?
Black
dudes who killed homie?
Yeah.
Really sad stuff, man. I forget what city that was in. Somebody in the chat probably knows. It was rare to see 5 black officers. They all got fired.
Yeah.
And if those was white officers, they would have been sent home.
No, they would have got like 2 days.
Yeah,
got their story
get
straight.
Their story together. Make sure that
it was
the
in
stories
Memphis.
In Memphis, their stories were collaborated. They fired the black officers. Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't have, because that type of behavior on your own people is bad, period. But I'm just showing the double standard when white officers, do that. And then are we upset? Are people, is Black Lives Matter? I saw Crump there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Crump is there.
Okay.
Because it's going to be some money.
But and that's a win. It's black cops.
Yeah, that's going to be a win.
We're going to get some money.
But where's the outrage?
Yeah, I understand.
Where's the outrage if that was 5 white officers who committed the same crime? Just being honest. I didn't even hear about this story until later. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So just wanting to find out where's the smoke.
Also, there was a shooting in L.A. by some Asian dude.
He was 72 years old, bro.
Yeah.
And his name was something Tran.
Yeah. Like Lee Ho.
Tran. So, he went to work.
Somebody said, they found him dead.
Yeah, he was in the van. I think they boxed him in or something.
Yeah, Who can
Tran, baby? Can you Tran? Who can Tran?
Yes. Yeah, he killed himself. Yeah. And they said it's still not clear on a motive.
It was the Lunar New Year. It might have had something to do with it. There's always some blood that's got to be sacrificed somewhere.
There was another shooting. This unarmed, he was disabled, white dude. He got shot.
He came to his door.
And they blasted him. You saw that?
They told him to come to the door.
Yeah.
And he came to the door and they blasted him.
But if you watch the video, he had something in his hand. It wasn't a gun because they said he had no weapon on him.
Right.
He had something in his hand and they're going to say, we didn't know what the hell that was.
Yeah, they're going to walk. The minute these officers use the language, I feared for my life. And then they can justify by even saying you had, come on, Amadou Diallo, not Diallo, or Boeing, but one of them dudes had a wallet.
That was Amadou Diallo.
Oh, that was Diallo.
Yeah. I interviewed his mom.
Yeah, dope interview. Mm-hmm. You should put that up.
I will, yeah.
Real dope interview. He was reaching for his wallet. Mm-hmm. So anything you reaching for is justified for them to just go off.
Something Tran, yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah, you can Tran too.
So Jeff Bezos is selling the Washington Post so he can buy an NFL team. Now, I don't know why he would have to sell the Washington Post.
Because he's going to buy the Washington Commanders.
Oh.
Come on, man. That's a layup.
But no, but like, he doesn't need to sell anything to buy something. That's what I mean.
you can't. No, it's a conflict of interest, I think. You can't be writing about your team or have people writing in favor of your team. You own the team and the newspaper. You know what I mean? There has to be objective press, so to speak. I think that's what it is.
Okay, maybe.
Not that he needs money.
Right, okay.
No. And he'll bring Jay-Z on or something as a
minority
0.00000
and then Jay-Z's gonna drop.
Then Jay-Z gonna drop
445.
445, son.
And say,
it's The Rock. I own a part of the Commanders. It's The Rock.
Yeah.
How much do you owe? Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
He could spike a referee. Did you hear R&B singer Sammy? Yeah, his mother got arrested. She shot somebody in the stomach and killed her.
Who?
Sammy, you remember Sammy?
Oh, the black guy.
Yeah.
He had a song. I'm just saying.
Okay, that's I
mean, he had a song or two out.
He had a few. Yeah, I like Sammy. But yeah, his mom killed somebody.
Give me one of his songs. Come on.
I like it. He had "Come With Me." That was from like an album. I'm not singing it. He had a good song called "Slow," dope song. What else? He had a couple songs. Yeah,
and his mom's?
His mom's bodied somebody. Yeah.
What was that about? Like,
I don't know.
Damn, it's tough.
I don't know. Somebody said, "What was everyone's favorite Urban X episode?" Mine was Pop Up COVID Saturday show, King's Disease 1. I don't remember that show, but.
King's Disease 1.
You did that on Saturday?
We did that on a Saturday. We had a pop-up.
We're almost at the point, guys, where we could have a podcast where y'all could watch back a podcast every day for a year.
Yeah. We had show 352.
That's crazy.
Yep. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I'm not singing. Y'all bugging. What happened with Jamie Lee Curtis? So you guys know that guy, I think his name is Scott Adams. He created that cartoon. The newspaper cartoon, that comic strip. I think I gotta get it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
So Scott Adams, he created Dilbert. That's the cartoon, right? So he's one of those people who's like, he thinks he's like smarter than everybody, right? So he called Trump winning way before anybody kind of like had an idea Trump would win. He's one of those people. So he just went on like a real tirade the other night and said everybody who was unvaccinated, who did not take it, y'all won. Y'all got it.
I saw that.
And he was just like, because y'all don't have to think about what might happen in 3-5 years.
I saw that.
Like, I have to think about this. You guys are just in the best position. Y'all won. Now, I am nervous. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because it seems like that is just the consensus now. And once that becomes the consensus, what happens then?
You become the target.
Exactly, right? So the Asian lady who was telling people not to travel, they shouldn't be allowed to leave their house, she's saying we might have overcounted COVID deaths.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is stuff that people have been saying since 2020.
That's a fact.
Right? Since this whole thing was happening. When you become like the side that is right, mainstream.
I'm putting down, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I might be going like way around, but yeah.
You're trying to say, so now, first of all, the animosity that can be created from such a thing.
Exactly.
Right? So when people have animosity towards you, they send negative energy your way. If I got to do it, if I'm caught, you caught.
Somebody said civil war, so thank you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's just like real, like, keep that heat. Not like I like to be low key with mine.
Yeah, well.
Keep that over there.
Somebody said their favorite show was Pocket Sand. I like that.
Okay, that was a good one.
That was a good one. We had some moments here on this show. We really did. Well, Jamie Curtis had what? A kid in a suitcase.
What? Posted it, but took it down because what?
No, repost that because I don't.
So it said Jamie Lee Curtis had a painting of a naked child in a box.
Oh
on her
yeah, I
wall.
saw that on a wall.
Oh.
But they're all into that weird
bro.
art.
People just starting to get on Ellen.
Yeah.
People just, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, they're all
I
into
remember
that
2020.
Weird, so-called eccentric art, but it's all surrounding children
I remember
in bondage.
Phil Valentine, he did a lecture 2020. It really calmed me down. It did. But like I remember him like just exposing like all of that stuff, and I was like, wow, that was the first time like I really. Was that the first time I heard something about Ellen, or was it the Fall of the Cabal? One of those. I was like, whoa.
No, true story. True story.
What else? What else we got? Yeah, I can start asking some questions. I'm ready. We're ready for the questions. Are you guys seeing these clips from the Slap League?
Oh, that shit is crazy, bro.
They gotta end that. Like
that has to. I mean,
they gotta end that.
That has to end. Somebody's going to die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All your faculties, if you have
like
any,
people having like seizures on the ground.
Yeah, somebody's gonna die. And I know you signing the disclaimer and all of that, but it's bigger than. And then there's no strategy behind it. You know, if you fighting somebody in boxing, there's a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
How you chose to take that person down. This is just you standing there, vulnerable, letting somebody line you up and smack you.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. I don't even want to watch it. I saw one dude get the spirit smacked out of him. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Somebody said, "What about P Diddy?" That's funny, P Diddy. So, Carisha, Young Miami from the City Girl, she has her show, and she said that she likes being peed on, something to that effect. She likes.
Oh yeah.
And what happened?
And then they ran with the name P Diddy.
Yeah, but what happened to Shane? What happened? What happened?
That's not the era we live in no more, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like because people they don't kink shame and stuff. Like I think some stuff just kind of keep to your damn self.
Yeah.
I don't need to know this about it. I don't need to know this.
Like if I'm out at dinner with you and you tell me you want to get peed on, I need to check.
Yeah, like come on, man.
Check please, because this is way out of hand. But you know, again, shock value. It's keeping your name. What people are learning is that any press is good press, and to even have your name being mentioned in algorithms on a steady basis is better than people not knowing you at all. I told you that if you do not exist in social media, you are anonymous.
Yeah.
If you just walking around the street with your little job, good for you, the way they see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, it becomes really, really, so you have to create an avatar, and then your avatar, based on the extreme meter and where you want to move the avatar, because you can create your avatar. I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be well respected. Or you can be like, yo, I just want to be ratchet.
Yeah.
I want to have my booty out, my titties out. I want to talk craziness. And that too is an avatar you can create, which will bring you a bunch of views or whatever.
Somebody said, Aaron Cromartie said, did you talk about the cloud that was in Turkey last Thursday that resembled a UFO or a portal? That looked like something else.
Yeah, son, that looked like a little bit of...
That looked like something else. Yeah, the girl from 3LW, she admitted that the B2K ran a train on her. And she was like, I don't care, I got kids. That's why you shouldn't be talking about this.
Yeah. Again, that's the era we live in now, man. It's sad. And you want to instill in your children to still have some values.
Yeah.
Still respect yourself. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to give it all away in these social media streets because you can't get it back. I'm so glad the things we did in the 80s was not filmed. Oh, my God.
7 dead in California. It was another shooting in California.
Yeah.
At Half Moon Bay? That's what it's called? Yes, Half Moon Bay. It was another mass shooting.
Half Moon Bay?
Yes.
Wow.
Because tonight's the full moon, isn't it?
No, that was 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago. Yeah, at least 7 people are dead after another mass shooting in a small town in south of San Francisco. So are they trying to get the gun control thing ramped up?
Maybe they're getting that revved up again. But certain one of these psyops are just running. They're getting
lazy.
They're getting lazy.
Yeah.
And we're tired of them. We've seen the play. Y'all not even writing nothing new into the script. Come on. Yeah.
2 moon rituals. Somebody said all Chinese workers.
Yeah. Those are definitely those new moon rituals.
Isn't the new moon? I think the new moon is over tomorrow, right? According to Chanel.
Yeah. Well, the energy can be used until tomorrow. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. See, she's right there. See?
Yep.
She's right there. Nerd Talk, Malcolm, who's your favorite villain from the comics? I would say the Joker. Because he has no rhyme or reason, and
Yeah.
Like, he has no powers. And
even
he was
as a
giving
kid,
Batman headaches. Like,
as a kid, this was the Joker, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody said Hulk will be live at the end of the month. Yes. What?
Hulk, we just gotta edit that up.
All right.
Get that propped.
All right, man. I gotta start.
Yeah, that's gonna be up.
Gotta start cracking the whip around here
because we're trying to do something a little different. We changed the angles. On
okay,
y'all.
nice.
We're trying to do optically. Screw you a little bit. Not screw you, but pause. But
Talk about 15-minute cities. I don't know what that is. You know what that is?
Those is that at the airports where you can go in and get 15 minutes of sleep? Is that what that is?
I don't know.
Meet a shorty at the airport?
Yeah, I watched Social Dilemma when it came out. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It sure did.
It says, we actively outraged the condition with the HBCUs, but forget that Trump signed an executive order to get $500 million, what was later reduced by Biden to $50 million. This is true.
Yeah.
Malcolm, how long before Chat GPT goes sentient? So they're working on version 4 now. I'd say by like version 6.
It's sentient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I told you guys, like, the data that is being used to feed into version 4, completely dwarfs
when you begin
3.
to think about how much information is out here as a reference point to process, it's endless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the more you feed it feeds you.
So the question, exactly. So the questions you're asking, because you have to be, we were just talking, you have to be very specific with the question that you ask it.
Right.
The better questions, the better it learns, and then it's able to help somebody else with,
Absolutely. And to the fact it just knows, dude, why would you ask me that stupid shit?
Yeah.
Come on, Doc. Why would you ask that stupid shit?
Okay. Erykah Badu and her daughter showing their asses. That was kind of odd.
Yeah, that was a little odd. That was a little odd.
Felt weird.
I don't know how old her daughter is, but
she's
it
18.
was.
She's 18. But
okay,
it was
but still
weird.
A little odd.
Yeah.
But we give Erykah a lot of slack. I mean, a lot of grace.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I don't want to get in trouble with the conscious community. So yeah. Anywho.
With that being said, guys.
Yeah, with that being said.
We've
enjoyed this exchange of energy with you.
Yes. And we spoke about Usain Bolt on the last show. Go check that out. But that being said, this was fun.
Always fun.
The Hulk will be out.
Yeah, that's going to be up probably tonight. We might even fool y'all tonight with that.
Might be out, might not be, but we're working on it. If you would like to advertise with us, hit sales at urbanx.nyc.
Yes.
Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys. Like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you guys on Thursday.
Peace. Thursday it is. Peace.